Hello everyone, and this is All Star Productions, and we're getting set for, uh, I think we're gonna do, well, let's see, how many shows do we have? Um, February 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's the Uprising in March. So I think we'll do 3 shows for this episode, and then I think we'll do 3 shows for the next episode, potentially. We'll see how things go, but for this episode, for sure, we'll be doing 3 episodes. We're gonna start things off with the storm in Hokkaido. We've got lots of things going on there. Bunch of people completed their suspension, and yeah, let's get into the storm in Hokkaido. All right, this is ASP 55, the storm in Hokkaido, being held in Hokkaido. This is the being held in Hokkaido, Japan. This is the 6th ASP show of 2025. We're due to have 9 main fights plus a single preliminary bout. Um, our main event is Eva Kano versus Kathleen Waterhouse. This is both fighters' second time main eventing. This is the first time they have fought. Waterhouse is a favorite. And we've got the final of Phila M as our co-main event. Olya Rusin versus Liliana Chitwood. This is the first time they have fought. Rusin's making her debut, and she's a favorite. Aston Pittman versus Levi Wanner. This is a quarterfinal of the Phila M. This is the first time they have fought. Both fighters are making their ASP debut tonight, and Pittman is a favorite. Another quarterfinal, Bryson Nail versus Idris Woolley. Another quarterfinal. This is the first time they have fought. Both fighters are making their ASP debut. Woolley is a favorite. Caden Santu versus Freddie Buckingham. This is a quarterfinal as well. First time they have fought. ASP debut for both of them. Sandu got 1 pick and Buckingham has 6 picks. Brendan Haberman versus Raiden Cousins. A quarterfinal of the Phila M. This is the first time they have fought. Both fighters making their ASP debut, and Haberman is a favorite by a large margin. And we've got Choose Baca versus Haley Stokes. First time fighting. 5 picks for Baca, 2 picks for Stokes. In the night's only prelim, here we go. Jason Herzog is the referee. Matt Hume, Sal D'Amato, and Glenn Trowbridge are the judges. Stokes, during the introductions, Stokes gets some last minute words of wisdom from her corner. And Baca sets a nice takedown attempt, is successful. And now we got a Kimura attempt, it doesn't work. Rear naked choke attempt, doesn't work. Looks like it wasn't the most exciting round. Takedown attempt is successful. Chuzbaka wins by unanimous decision. The fight was rated as good. Now we've got Olya Rusin versus Liliana Chitwood. Josh Rosenthal is the referee for this fight. Ricardo Almeida, Matt Hume, and Sal D'Amato are the judges. And we are underway. Both fighters step into strike. They come forward and engage. Step into strike. Couple of counter jabs. Rusin's now in the pocket as we're into the final minute of the round. And that's the end of the round. Rusin seemingly won that round. The commentator thinks that anyway. And now we go into the final round. Well, sorry, not the final round, the third round. Takedown is successful. The armbar attempt doesn't work. Oh, that is the end of their fight. And the winner by unanimous decision is Olya Rusin. And now we've got our co-main event, the final of Fila M. Freddie Buckingham versus Levi Wanner. Herb Dean is our referee. Sal D'Amato, Glenn Trowbridge, and Marcos Rosales are the judges. And here we go. And that's the end of the first round already. Ooh, Buckingham, he's pressed up against the ropes, and he gets knocked down. 5, 4, 5, 6. He switches to southpaw. Takedown attempt is successful. And we got a... Oh! The armbar is applied, so Freddie Buckingham wins the fight by submission. Armbar. And the co-main event was rated as good. And now we go into the main event. Herb Dean is the referee of Eva Cano versus Kathleen Waterhouse. Matt Hume, Sal D'Amato, and Glenn Trowbridge are the judges. And the fighters touch gloves. Oh, dang. Kathleen Waterhouse won by a knockout kick in round 1. The main event was rated as great. That was quick. We did make high level international, and we got a 75% critical rating. Great stuff there. Every match was at least good, so yeah, very good show. Um, and popularity does increase everywhere. You love to see it. And let's see. Give out awards. We lost $493,252 in profit. That's okay. Um, but yeah. So yeah, I shall be back as we get to ASP 56. I'm back and I just found a bunch of fighters that are coming back. So I can sign Michael Chandler and Nyla Cook, who's a high level international fighter, showed up, and so did Isabel Switzer. Isobel Switzer. Michael Chandler is a mid level international fighter, though. So he's not he's not really going to be useful for very long. But it's still good to see that we did manage to get these four. Of course, and the extension with Eva Kano. But yeah, let's just keep on moving forward into the next show. So yeah, I'll be back. So yeah, now we're just waiting to get into ASP 56 Revenge. Oh yeah. We have Conor McGregor and Ali Omar fighting each other. Should be a pretty insane fight there. But yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, now we're just gonna trying to get into ASP 56 Revenge. I shall be back. Okay, and we're back, and a bunch of people completed the suspensions. Ollie Omar extended his contract. Michael Chandler has officially joined the roster. We're getting set for Conor McGregor and Ollie Omar at ASP Revenge. But let's get into it, shall we? After that, we'll do ASP 57 Crackdown, and that'll be the episode. First, UFC is doing their show. Fight Night, Jones versus Lewis. John Jones versus something Lewis. Okay. So we'll do you doing these three fights. Uh, we have 50 ASP 56 Revenge being held in Iowa. This is the 7th ASP show of 2025 with 9 main fights and no preliminaries at all. Main eventing is Conor McGregor against Ollie Omar. Uh, and Omar is a fan favorite. We got our co-main event, the final of the Revenge is Served tournament. Jaw Ann versus Agafilia Chizov. On is a fan favorite. This is the first time they have fought. Uh, Ollie Omar is main eventing a ASP show for the second time. And Conor McGregor hasn't won since January 2020. This is the first time they have fought. This is Conor McGregor's ASP debut. And Ollie Omar is a big favorite. So now we're going back to that. I'm sorry about that. On is a fan favorite. But yeah, now we got the quarterfinals of the Revenge is Served. Kareem Knowles versus Corbin Culp. This is the first time they have fought. Knowles is a big favorite, and they're both making their ASP debut. Jude Aronson versus Colton Freyson. This is a quarterfinal as well. This is the first time they have fought, and they're both making their ASP debut. Freyson is a favorite. We got Stephen Hufford versus Ahmed Lithrop is another quarterfinal. This is the first time they have fought. Both fighters are making their ASP debut. 7 picks for Lithrop, so he's the favorite. Connor Road versus Steven Getz, another quarterfinal. This is the first time they have fought. Both fighters are making their ASP debut, and the betting odds have Road as a big favorite. So now we shall be getting to the action. We've got Ann versus Agafia Chizov. Mark Smith is the referee, and our judges are Sal D'Amato, Charlie Keach, and Glenn Trowbridge. Somebody will be losing tonight, whether it be Ann or Agafia Chizov. That's another question. Ann has a cut underneath her eye. They step and strike. Let's see. They both meet in the center. The fight will be restarted in the center, it looks like. Um, Chizov seemingly won that round, and nobody saw that nobody saw that happening, and On looks a little shell shocked too, according to the play-by-play. Okay, so we head into the second round. Under a minute left of the second round. Chizov is starting to breathe a little heavier. Chizov seemingly won that round too, which is kind of surprising. On is bleeding under her eye again, and a strike has reopened the wound. And we're now at the halfway point of the round. Two fighters come forward and engage. Takedown is successful. And that's the end of the third round. So, Chizov won by unanimous decision. A surprising win for Agafia Chizov, but never say never. Never say never. And the fight was rated as great. Now we've got the co-main event. Connor Road fights Jude Aronson. And this is the finals of the Revenge is Served tournament. The referee is Mark Smith. The judges are Charlie Keach, Glenn Trowbridge, and Marcos Rosales. Okie dokie. Aronson has a gash on his forehead. There is no takedown attempt made. Here's a takedown attempt, but it doesn't work. And the cut man tries to stop the bleeding of Aronson as we go into the second round. And the takedown is successful from Aronson. And Rhodes trying to put a submission, but it doesn't work. Another submission doesn't work. Aronson blocks the submission. Now we go into the third round. The takedown attempt is successful. Seems he's trying to go for a submission attempt again. Doesn't work. And Jude Aronson wins by split decision. And the fight was rated as decent. As we head into the main event, Conor McGregor versus Ali Omar. This shall be interesting to see what happens between both of these two fighters. And there's a roar from the crowd of Omar. We've got Dan Miragilata, and our judges are Tony Weeks, Sal D'Amato, and Charlie Keach. An offer to touch gloves is completely ignored by McGregor. Of course, McGregor being the trash talker is what he's known as. And McGregor hits him with a huge uppercut. Oh, dang. And Conor McGregor wins by knockout punch in the first round. That was quick. The fight was rated as great. And Conor McGregor did very well for himself in his first ever fight for ASP. And now we're at High Level International with a 76% critical rating. Great stuff there. And popularity does increase everywhere. Great stuff to see. The Conor McGregor and Ali Omar match did a really great job. We'll put these two fights on the spotlight. Conor McGregor was not the highest paid fighter in this show. We got $2,452,276 in profit. Some great stuff going on there as we continue to head into our next show of ASP 57. That is the hope. Anyways, we are getting ourselves closer to High Level International, so that's good there. And I'm actually gonna simulate all the way up to the next event, so that way you guys don't have to keep on waiting for me. So I'll be back, and yeah, the next time you see the screen or hear my voice, we will be at ASP 57 most likely. Okay, and now we're getting set to go to ASP 57 Crackdown, and we found out John Jones, his contract is expiring, so we are definitely going to try and bring him in. He is at High Level International, and he's just one of the best fighters right now in the entire world. So, and he is currently the UFC heavyweight champion. So if we could bring him in, that'd be a pretty big opportunity. I'm not sure if they'd be stripping him off of the title or what exactly would be going on, but yeah, it'd be pretty cool to have him in at ASP, even if it is for one fight only. So let's take a look at the rival bids. UFC 250, 365 for one, 337 500 for Ryzen, 312,500 for ACA. So $3 million. So I'm giving him $3 million per fight. We are gonna bring this down by, so he's already getting $3 million a fight, so I'm gonna bring this down by a lot. Just because that's a lot of money. Well, we're not doing titles, so we'll still keep the title bonus. I'm sure he's still gonna be like, heck yeah, let's do it. Hmm. What if I did 5%? He's still not happy about that. Uh, we're giving you a crap ton of money, John Jones. Why are you complaining? How about we pay him as much as we can? 250. I think that's like 225 million or something like that. One, two, one. Oh wait, no, that's 250,000. One. So the highest you can go is 250,000. It looks like. Oh, it's 2,500,000. Nine, 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 nine. 2,500,000. Mm. 2,500,000. Perfect. Alrighty. Okay, now we're getting into ASP 57 Crackdown. Here we go. This show is taking place in Iowa. Okay. We got ASP 57 Crackdown being held in Iowa. This is the 8th ASP show of 2025. We're due to have 8 main fights and no preliminaries at all. Our main event is Gabriel Bednar versus Darog Ambriz. This is both fighters' first time headlining a big show. This is the first time they have fought. Both fighters are making their ASP debut tonight. And we've got 3 picks for Bednar, 4 picks for Ambriz. And of course, we've got the final of the Crackdown Showdown. The quarterfinal, Tracy Wilhite versus Stella Wasilowski. First time fighting. Both fighters making their ASP debut. Wilhite is a fan favorite. Celia Raysinger versus Brinley Sharples. Another quarterfinal. This is the first time they have fought. Both fighters are making their ASP debut tonight. And the betting lines have Raysinger as a big favorite. Nor Carrera versus Kenya Hoagland. This is another quarterfinal. First time fighting. Hoagland will be leaving ASP after this show. And this is Carrera's ASP debut. and Carrera is a favorite. And Catalina Stockdale versus Amanda Serrano. This is a quarterfinal. The first time fighting. Both fighters are making their ASP debut tonight, and Stockdale is a favorite by a large margin. And now we go to the finals of the tournament. Catalina Stockdale faces Stella Wesolowski. It is the final. The referee is Keith Patterson, and the judges for this bout are Sal D'Amato, Anthony Demetrio, and Ricardo Almeida. And Wesolowski deliberately doesn't touch gloves, which, you know, one of these two will be no longer undefeated, as they're 3-0, or Wesolowski is 3-0, and Catalina is 4-0. We've got mixed martial arts in Wesolowski going up against mixed martial arts and freestyle wrestling. And that's the end of the round. The takedown attempt is completed. And now the submission attempt doesn't work. Trying to get another submission, and the Kimura does not get fully applied. The round was a bit of a snoozer according to the play-by-play. Takedown attempt is completed. And we have reached the time limit. And Stella Wesolowski wins by unanimous decision. The fight was rated as poor. Now we go to the main event. Gabriel Bednar competes against Tarog Ambriz. Dan Miragliotta will be the referee. And the judges for this bout are Anthony Demetrio, Ricardo Almeida, and Matt Hume. Nothing about gloves, and the takedown is completed. Tries to get him into a Kimura, but it doesn't work. Armbar attempt is not successful. It seems not much happened in that round. We've got mixed martial arts and wrestling up against mixed martial arts as well. And we're going into the third round. Ambriz is rocked. He seems to snap out of it pretty quickly, though. And Ambriz won by unanimous decision. The main event was rated as great. And we went into high-level international in the commercial rating. And we got a 75% in the critical rating. So we're definitely good there. The first fight we did was fantastic. Popularity does increase everywhere. You love to see it. So, here we go. Alrighty. And we gained $6,794,618 in profits. So we definitely did some good work there. Um, but let me know what you guys think though of the series, and let me know um, if there is another series that you want me to do. I'll definitely look into it. I don't know if, again, I can't say that I will do follow through with your ideas, but I will definitely listen to them and I will look into it. If there's anything you think I could do differently that might make me succeed more in my shows that I hold and everything in my current saves, uh, let me know there too. I do have another save that I'm doing right now, which is um, the the road. It's the same thing here for WMMA 5, but it is randomly generated stuff. All the fighters are randomly generated. All the companies and pretty much everything is randomly generated. Uh, and I'm trying to become the #1 promotion uh, out of all of those custom promotions. And I have it taking place from like the 1990s, um, where you transfer over to the Y2K era. So 1999. And so far, I've done a pretty good job there. And I've definitely been making a lot of progress here. So, yeah, I've been doing a lot of great stuff on these episodes. And now we go to ASP 58 Rising Tide. Oh, I guess we will. We'll be doing Rising Tide on the next video. Sorry about that. But we did reach high level international. And John Jones is he's gonna come to us still? Yep. Potentially he'll still come to us. But we did reach high level international. But yeah, that was the end of this episode. And it was a short episode this time. You guys are welcome. Catch you on the flip side.